Hi everyone, welcome back to Frequently Asked Fridays, a series where we answer prospective student questions. I'm Caroline, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a senior here at Lick, and I'm also one of your Lick-Wilmerding admissions interns. Today's topic is distance learning.
Hey guys, I'm Anu. I'm also a junior at Lick, and I use she, her pronouns. At Lick, I lead Girls in Tech and Global Pen Friends, and I'm on the cross country and track teams.
Before we really dive into distance learning, what it looks like, and how it's changed our experience at Lick, I wanted to quickly go over the distance learning schedule. So here at Lick, we have synchronous classes 4 times a week, and then we have one asynchronous day where students complete independent coursework. The school has moved to quarters instead of a semester, so instead of taking 7 classes a semester, students are taking 3 to 4 classes per quarter. If you'd like any more information on the distance learning plan or the plan to return students to campus, which is going to happen mid-November, visit the homepage of lwhs.org, and there's a lot of information bulleted there.
One of the biggest changes that I've experienced during DLP is that I've had a lot more time to participate in projects and activities outside of school. Before DLP, most of my friends, sports, and extracurriculars all centered around Lick. Now I've been able to pursue passions such as coding and design, and I've also been able to work on some really fun projects such as building an app that I wouldn't be able to do if not for DLP. Another perk of DLP is that I've been able to learn about Zoom. We are even planning a video call via Zoom with students from Egypt that never would have happened if not for distance learning. On top of this, DLP has given me a chance to finally catch up on sleep. I know this doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you took freshman health, then you would understand that it definitely gives you a lot more energy. And personally, I've been able to finish work ahead of schedule, which is completely different from my usual habits of procrastination. A final perk of DLP is that I've been able to get a lot closer with my cross-country team. Before DLP, there were usually about 50 or so people showing up to practice every day, and I was too overwhelmed to actually genuinely get to know my teammates outside of small groups from my friends. Our small social distance meetings have acted as a very supportive community through all of quarantine, and also allowed me to bond with more people on the team.
In my classes, distance learning has led to a lot of teacher and student innovation. I was in molecular genetics last spring when everything kind of shut down, and we were in the middle of learning about the genetics of viruses. Our teacher had the class make a website about the genetics of COVID-19 for a final project, which was a really neat way that he kept the class really relevant during distance learning. Similarly, my sewing class ended up upcycling our own clothes at home last spring, which as someone interested in sustainable fashion and recycling, was super interesting. This fall, teachers have definitely continued to be creative in the classroom and bring in new online technologies that help the class run better. My personal favorite is ClassKick, which math teachers use for homework and quizzes. It makes collaborative work and teacher feedback really easy, and I kind of hope they keep using it when we go back to school. And I know on the students' end, my co-editor and I have started a podcast for our journalism class, which we do through school, and that's been something that we never would have been able to start without distance learning, because it gave us like the online skills and the time to be able to get ourselves involved in a project that was that big. For me, distance learning has been most tough socially, which I think a lot of people can relate to. The center has been great about organizing Peer Connect, which is a program that connects 9th graders to older mentors. They've been sending supplies to people so they can bake banana bread and do other fun activities with their peer mentor-mentee over Zoom. Personally, I'm really looking forward to doing tie-dyeing with my mentee next week. I've also definitely seen an uptick in participation in the Gender Sexuality Awareness Club, which is the club that I lead. I think that the entire community is really rallying behind the events that we can still hold, which is nice to see. Also, club meetings are definitely easier to attend when all you have to do is click a button. Obviously, distance learning is not the optimal situation, but I think the community is making the best of a bad situation and hoping to return to school whenever it's safe. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Anu, for being our guest this week. Make sure to follow this Instagram, LWHS Life, and check out the links in our bio, and make sure to tune in next week for our next Frequently Asked Friday. Thank you!